Hi guys, Mons here. On this episode of All in Mons, we're going to be looking at the preview, prediction, picks, and also my risky pick alert for Premier League Game Week 18. Just before I get started, I just want to thank everyone who's subscribed to my channel so far. I appreciate all the support. If you do find yourself on my channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. So let me just get started. Like I said, with my preview, my prediction, and my risky pick alert, I go through the teams and the matches, and I pick, then I go through my rationale for picking them. So Manchester United versus Newcastle, I'm going with Manchester United in this game. Risky pick alert for my risky pick alert for this week. I'm picking Nottingham Forest to beat Manchester City. Next game is Arsenal versus Brighton. I'm picking Arsenal in this game. Brentford versus Bournemouth. I'm picking Brentford in this game. Burnley versus Everton. I'm picking Everton in this game. Liverpool versus Wolves. I'm picking Liverpool in this game. West Ham versus Fulham. I'm picking West Ham in this game. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. I'm picking Aston Villa in this game. Sunderland versus Leeds. I'm picking Sunderland in this game. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. I'm picking Crystal Palace in this game. So I'm just going to go through my rationale for making my picks. So risky pick alert for my risky pick alert for this week. I'm picking Nottingham Forest to beat Manchester City. In my opinion, Nottingham Forest in the bounce back result. You know, with the Sean Dyche team, he's not going to be very, very happy with what went on Monday night against Fulham. They're very, very poor. They didn't create many chances. Fulham were a much better team, and they saw the game at 1-0. I say Sean Dyche is very, very disappointed. They didn't even score a goal or trouble Fulham at all. So I believe this game, after Christmas, I believe they're going to beat Manchester City in this game. Manchester City, very, very good form. Haaland, best player in the league by miles. He's going to have a lot to say about this game. If the centre-halves, Milinkovic, can control Haaland, I believe Nottingham Forest will get a lot of joy in this game. Manchester United versus Newcastle. Newcastle, their way their woe is going to continue. I believe Manchester United are going to win this game. It's going to be difficult simply because we're missing our two best players, Ahmad and Mbeumo, in the AFCON. But in this game, I feel Manchester United at home. Newcastle on Stephen's Day, you have to get a victory. I said a couple of weeks ago, next three games are very vital for Manchester United. The Bournemouth game, the Aston Villa game, and the Newcastle game. This game is going to the three games I felt were going to dictate our season, the way the season goes. We drew against Bournemouth, not good enough. We lost against Aston Villa, we're very unlucky. We need to get all 3 points. So we can get 4 points out of 9. Not great, but not bad either. So we need to get a victory in this game, in my opinion. Arsenal versus Brighton. I'm looking at a straightforward win for Arsenal in this game. I don't see Brighton being up to much, in my opinion. Brentford versus Bournemouth. Before I'm going to pick Bournemouth, but I'm picking Brentford. I'm hoping my guy Keto gets it done. And also in the GTEC Arena, he's going to be absolutely bouncing on Stephen's Day. So I'm picking Brentford in this game. Burnley versus Everton. Like I said, David Moyes' team, they don't do back-to-back losses. They lost 2 games in a row already. I don't see them losing 3 games in a row. David Moyes is not going to be too happy with the last 2 games. I believe this game, they're going to have a solid victory against Burnley. Liverpool versus Wolves. I think Wolves are in for a battering in this game. I think Liverpool are getting back into form. They're shooting up that team. I think they're 5th at the moment. And I think Liverpool are going to batter Wolves in this game. And Wolves track praying for the championship next season. West Ham versus Fulham. West Ham are relegation candidate. However, I don't think they should be there. They had a poor start under my guy Graham Potter early in the season. Nunes came to steady the ship. He's had a poor result last weekend. However, I think they're way too good to go down. They have Jared Bowen, one of my favorite players to watch. That's not Big 16. I think they're going to beat Fulham. Fulham have been better as of late. Good victory against Nottingham Forest on Monday night. However, I'm picking West Ham to win this game. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. I don't trust Chelsea. I think Chelsea are a very, very soft team. Aston Villa, they're the most informed team in the league at the moment. I believe, can they get 11 wins in a row? That would be absolutely amazing for Emery. In this game, I'm picking Villa. But if Villa goes get a draw at this game, they'll still be very, very happy because this is Chelsea away. Always a tough place to go. Stamford Bridge. Sunderland versus Leeds. Sunderland missing a lot of players in the AFCON. However, I'm still picking them to win. They're still a very solid team. The manager is still very, very good. He knows how to manage his team. He knows how to get the best out of players. And I think Leeds, like I said, the 3-5-2 formation is working wonders for Leeds. I was so close to picking Leeds in this game, but I'm going to stick with Sunderland. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. This is going to be one of the most interesting games this weekend. Both teams need a win. Crystal Palace lost on Sunday they were playing. They lost their game to heavily. They lost heavily. Crystal Palace lost heavily, and I believe this game they need to have a bounce back result against Spurs. They're going to play on Monday night. Tuesday. They're going to play on Tuesday night, and then they're going to play again on I think it's Thursday or Friday. So this is the price of success you pay when you go further in competition, in my opinion. The squad is small. Glasner not too happy. He wants more reinvestment in January, or else not going to sign a new contract. And he's going to be playing their shooters out there for Glasner. But I'm picking Palace in this game. Don't trust Spurs. Spurs are soft. Dennis Guerrero is after the Nottingham Forest, but I'm not picking Spurs whatsoever. Not at all in this. No, no chance. Thank you for making the end of my video. If you make it to the end, thank you very much. Make sure to click on the subscribe button. I do appreciate all the support. Hope you had a good Christmas. I'm looking forward to all these fixtures. Peace out.